And welcome to the 5th week of episode Revenant and the 2nd week of Festival of Lost. How's everybody doing? This is the weekly update series where I go over all the updated rotators and offerings that you can find throughout the game this week, as well as the current daily on certain objectives. But so if you want to keep an eye out on this video as more and more weeks come up, please like and subscribe below. For those interested, I also usually stream Destiny 2 on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, excluding this week as I'm on a vacation. So if you want to head over to Twitch, feel free to follow me over there as well. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and dive into the rotators, shall we? So first up, wrong screen. For our Vanguard playlist, with the Grandmasters, we have Grandmaster for this week being Proving Grounds, and the weapon will be the Shadow Price Auto Rifle. Alright. We also we have the Void Hunger, so as Longitude Worm, when it hungers, deal damage of the focus type to satisfy it. When the worm is full, your ability regeneration is increased. If the worm starves, your ability generation is reduced, and you take increased damage from the focus damage type. Alright, so unlike last week where we had to deal with trapped or slash fake ammo bricks, now we have an increase or a decrease on Void Hunger. Alright, sadly, as per usual, nothing over in the land of Gambit, but in the land of Crucible, it is currently Team Scorched and Showdown, with Class Clash still over here in Crucible Labs. Alright, and then for our weekly rotating raids, over on Southern Throne World, we have the Vow of the Disciple raid. And then over in Dreaming City, we have not only the Last Wish raid, but as well also the Shattered Throne dungeon. So, if you're looking to grab your collectible allocation from Vow of the Disciple still, or your 1000 Voices from Last Wish, or even your Heart Shadow as Catalyst over in Duality, great time to grind it out. As I realized, I just skipped forward. That said, over on the moon, the dungeon for this week is Duality. My apologies. So like I was just saying, if you haven't gotten your Heart Shadow yet or its Catalyst, great week to farm out for the weapon as well as get its Catalyst done on Expert. Alright, and then our exotic mission for the week is Overload Avalon for the Excalibur. So you can also get that weapon this week, get it crafted, as well as its various catalysts. And then over in the Pale Heart, the current weekly co-op mission is The Descent. Remember, you need at least a partner to run this, as you need to shoot certain enemies throughout the mission, front and back at the same time, as well as 2 nodes in various corners of a room at the same time as well, or within like a second or 2 of each other. Alright, and then the Blooming is this week's match made overthrow, so if you want to still get a few good rolls on Ergo Sum, or still get some of the deep sap weapons, great time to do that. Alright, over on the EDZ, up in the Sunken Isles, is our current daily Lost Sector, the Quarry, with Barrier and Unstoppable Champions. So if you want to get some engrams, or even some legendary weapon rolls, that's where you go to take care of that. Then over on Neptune, our current weekly terminal overload is over here on ℕ𝕚𝕚 Park, with our current Vex Incursion Zone, over here in Zephyr Concourse for today, with it being in Zephyr Concourse tomorrow, ℕ𝕚𝕚 Park tomorrow. Woo! Alright. Don't forget, like I said in the beginning, it is the 2nd week of the Festival of Lost, so if you're still trying to grind out some of the Lost Mementos, or even the new Arcane Embrace shotgun, it hasn't gone away, so you can still do that, as well as any of the other roles like Jurassic Green and whatnot. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive in and check out this weekly's offerings for the seasonal challenges. So for week 5, we have Gun Drinker, craft a tonic of kinetic energy or power weaponry in Idol's Laboratory. Buckshot Savior, defeat combatants with shotguns in Onslaught Salvation. Cold Winds, defeat guardians with stasis damage in the Crucible. Boss Battle, defeat bosses in Strikes or Vanguard playlist. Bonus progress is granted for defeating bosses on advanced difficulty or higher. Energy Disruption, get final blows with energy slot weapons. Bonus progress for defeating guardians. And that is it for our week 5 challenges. Alright, lastly, let's go over what is the brightest offerings in the Eververse store this week. So on the front page, we have the ℉𝕚𝕚𝕚 ship, which is the floating graveyard. We then have the Ghastly Durant emote. The Batwing entrance tournament effect. The ℚ𝕚𝕚𝕚 shader. And lastly, the reanimated Verve shader. Alright, on the brightest offering page, we first have the Trick or Trio multiplayer emote. Let's see if that is a special stopping animation. It does not. We have the No Escape emote, which is you jogging in place. We have the Interstellar Ghost Shell. The Nevermore ship. The Conductive Hubris Sparrow. The Promethean Prelude weapon ornament for Grand Overture. And the ℕ𝕚𝕚𝕚 projection for your ghost. Alright, next up we have the Chrome Stock shader. The Arachio Skin shader. I probably said that wrong. The Flower Child shader. And lastly, the Eclipse Tempest shader, which I believe is a new one for this year. Then we have the Arachnophile Transmat effect. The Batwing entrance once again. Then lastly, the Luminous Cocoon Transmat effect. Alright, that is it for our 5th week and 2nd week of Festival of Lost. Hope you all have a wonderful time grinding out what you need from the current seasonal event and get ready for Act 2, I believe in 2 or 3 weeks for Revenant, with the new version of the Prison of Elders. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, once again, have a wonderful week. If you would like to see me live on Twitch on Tuesdays at 5 p.m., feel free to head over to Twitch with the description below to follow. And then if you want to see more of these guides over here on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe to be notified when they go live every Tuesday. But hope you have a great week, and I'll see you again. Bye.